Right, I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by Jake McHugh ahead of an absolutely massive fight in Cologne. But before we get onto that, I'd like to talk a little bit about you, get to know you as a person. Can you tell me about art, how you got into that, and some of your favourite paintings?
Yeah, of course. So I found interest in art in high school when I was picking my options, and my art teacher was like, "You should do art." I was like, "Really? Do you reckon?" And then she was just like, "Yeah, do it." And then it just sort of started from there. I had really good sort of bond with me art teacher going through my GCSEs, and she helped me through a lot, and then helped me decide to pick art as one of my A levels. And I had a really good bond with that teacher as well, so that just sort of helped it, like helped get the ball rolling, sort of thing. Um, yeah, them teachers really helped me out a lot, to be fair. And then I decided to do it in uni, and that's it basically. No mad story there. Just started doing it in school. A couple of my favorite artists: Francisco Goya, Ivan Seal, Francis Bacon. They are a little bit more on the weird side of painting, but it's that's the kind of thing that I was really into going into university. So yeah,
So you must have hit the jackpot, right, when you entered Octagon Challenge, and one of the first challenges on the series was an art challenge.
yeah. The Irish team thought Oktagon was out to get them. They thought it was all fixed. Yeah, proper conspiracies going on.
I mean, I can imagine, obviously, it's almost like it's borderline David Icke stuff, but you managed to come through for the team. You produced
Yeah,
an excellent painting. And those artists that you mentioned there, did any of them inspire the work you did that day?
no, not really. Not even a little bit. I'd never used a spray paint before, so it was a bit of a mad one. But yeah, yeah. We tried to do something that the English coaches would sort of know it was ours. Do you know what I mean?
Give
Yeah,
Brad Pickett a bit of a hint there.
yeah,
Obviously, as a team, you had a great bond. I know that you were all into Star Wars. Brad, I think, has an excess amount of Lego. George loves it. Akon goes by the name of the Jedi. And you're into it yourself. I saw in your room when the Octagon Challenge cameras went in there, you have this massive collection of figures, right? Which are your favourites in there?
Oh, off the top of my head, um, I have a a little Darth Vader. He's been my favorite character throughout all of my entire life. To be honest, he's boss. And yeah, I've got a little Darth Vader. He's like a wind up toy. He's boss.
It's obviously great for you being in a team with people who love the same thing. And I asked Akon this question. I asked George this question. Akon said Darth Vader. George said Boba Fett. But if you could fight any character from the entire Star Wars universe, who would you go with?
Who would I fight?
Who would you fight?
Probably one of the Ewoks, so I know I'd win. You know what I mean? Darth Vader would destroy me.
So hopefully you're right. You get through this fight in Cologne, and then there's a potential bout ahead against an Ewok. But let's move on to this
Yeah.
fight right now. Your opponent, he's fantastic. I think he's a European Sambo champion. Very good. What's preparation been like for him? What do you make of him? And how are you going to combat this skill set that he has?
So we've looked at him. He's solid everywhere. He's got good striking. He knows what he's doing on the floor. He's got a lot of heart. In this last fight, he showed a lot of heart. He clearly is coming to win. So I'm just gonna, but basically, I just go like I do the exact same thing in every single fight, and the game plan doesn't really change. It's just the small little details to help me get to where I want to go. So obviously, I'm going to grapple him. It's just the little details that I've been working with my coaches one to one to help me get him to the floor and choke him. Like he's obviously good at sambo, so he's going to be good in the clinch. He's clearly done quite like a little bit of, well, I don't know how much he's done, but he's clearly done boxing. He's got that Eastern European style. He is good on the floor, but his jiu-jitsu isn't like isn't like um isn't super high level. So that's where I'm gonna win the fight.
And going into this, right, obviously your career's exploded since Octagon Challenge, going out to a massive audience. Now you're getting this opportunity to fight in front of 20,000 people. This is what dreams are made of, right?
This is exactly what dreams are made of. This is every fighter's dream, and I get to do it from a pro debut. This is unreal. Do you know what I mean? It's great.
And looking at Octagon Challenge, George obviously just winning the final. He defeated Arman in the semi-finals, which was massive for you, obviously. Redemption for Team England. And then he beat Dennis. What was this whole experience like of doing the show and watching him avenge your defeat and ultimately win the whole thing?
He actually said to me that I think it was the day before the Arman fight, I'm going to get him for you, don't worry. So it was boss seeing, because I was actually friends with George before the show started. So it was boss seeing, my mate, my training partner doing really well, and that's obviously all that we want for one another. So it was boss to see him win it. I'd rather him have won it than him. I'd rather him have won it than anyone else, really. Like, do you know what I mean? And he's been training a lot in Next Gen. He did a lot of the camp for the Dennis fight at Next Gen. So it's boss for him, made up.
What's it like being in Next Gen? Because you've got Paddy Pimblett, who's obviously such a big star, Molly McCann, and Shem was in there as well, wasn't he? And obviously you two run different teams. So what was that whole thing like?
That was me and Shem weren't bothered. We were there to do a job. Do you know what I mean? We we were just there to be on the Oktagon show and get paid and fight people. So there was no animosity or anything between me and Shem. And obviously, being in the gym with such high level athletes all the time brings my level up every single day. If you're the best in your gym, you're in the wrong gym. So it's boss having them there. It's also boss having all of the things that they bring to the gym as well. Like, it's not just them that have blown up, it's the gym, and then we get other, so because the gym's blown up, we get other high level athletes coming in, and then it's just a boss atmosphere to be in.
I can imagine. And obviously, Arman caused some controversy when he flew over and he turned up to the gym for a session. Is there any opportunity that we're going to see this rematch between you and Arman?
Yeah, I've signed the contract, just waiting on him.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, 27th in Newcastle. I've signed the contract, just waiting on him.
So do you think we're going to get that signature?
Depends if he's going to that's on him. Do you know what I mean? He asked me for the rematch twice. He asked me once while we were in Slovakia after the show was all done, and then he messaged me and he was like, rematch ? And I was like, yeah, definitely. We've got the fight sorted, and I'm just waiting for him to sign. Newcastle 27th. So yeah,
that'd be fantastic. I think we all want to see that rematch between you and Arman. But first, this opportunity in Cologne, it's massive. Have you got any plans of what you're going to do after the fight? Any celebrations? You're going to get yourself a German sausage, taking the sights of Cologne. What's going to happen?
Well, Pavel and Andre, the two owners, better buy me a bevy, and then and then me and my girlfriend are going to go straight from Germany to Amsterdam for a couple of days.
Okay.
Get fucked up.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I hope you have an amazing time in Amsterdam. It's certainly the sort of place you want to go to for a celebration. Yeah. But obviously, it's been great speaking to you. But before I let you go, is there anything else that you would like to add, that you'd like to talk about?
Just this, really. So, like, this pro debut, it means a lot to me. It means it's not like, this has been my goal from the start, to be a professional fighter, to travel the world fighting and have this type of life. But like, it's not just that. This debut isn't just my debut. It's sort of redemption from the show. It's a second chance, and I can't wait to get in there. It's everything that I want in life right now. Is to smash Ivan's head in.